Hi. For those who don't know me, my name is Dale Franklin, and this is called Mondays with Dale. It's a name that was given about almost 2 years ago by one of my affiliates, and it kind of stuck, and we've run with it. What is Monday with Dale? What are we trying to accomplish? Well, for those who are new on this call, please grab a pen and paper, if at all possible, because there will be a few things I'll be giving you that might come in handy for you. But basically, we do this calls for a couple reasons. First of all, I want to create a family atmosphere where people can come and know that they can learn from a group of people. They can get to know people here. Once you see people on these calls, and then you join our WhatsApp groups and our Telegram groups and our Facebook groups and stuff like that, you can develop a friendship, and many times a lifelong friendship with people that have kind of the same mentality. I mean, I notice that entrepreneurs have a lot in common. People who want to do better for themselves, their family. We have a lot in common. We love our family. We want to do better by our family. We have a little bit more of a desire to change our lives. And I think a lot of people do this because they just enjoy the camaraderie. So again, I'm trying to create that family atmosphere where people can get to know each other, and when you have a bad day, I want you to be able to reach out to people. And when I say that, guys, if you're in network marketing, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. I've been telling people this since I started the business, I'm a firm believer not sugarcoating it. You're going to have a day when you talk to 20 people and you get 20 no's. You're going to have a day when you talk to 5 people and get 5 yeses, and we have to be able to handle that emotional roller coaster. Okay. And the best way to do that is to have a community that we can reach out to. And on the days you're having a bad day, just, as you develop friendships here, I'm going to mute everybody one time here just to stop the background noise. When you're having a bad day, you can reach out to people that you befriend on here. Maybe you can talk to them on a WhatsApp, on a message board, on a Facebook post, whatever way you want to do it. But you be able to commiserate on those days when you had a bad day, and have your friends lift you up. And on the other hand, on a day when you have a fantastic day, you got to remember that there are people out there that might be having a bad day. So reach out and let the group know that you had a great day, and that helps elevate everybody. Okay. So that's why one of the reasons we do this. The other reason is to keep you up to date and informed. In network marketing, if you're working with a company that's a good network marketing company, they are constantly reevaluating themselves. They're constantly changing, getting better, looking at things that maybe they're not doing as well as they should, and addressing those, adding new product lines, adding new products, having sales, having promotions, having contests. And for you to keep excited and keep growing with this company or any network marketing company, you've got to be informed. Okay. Now our company goes one step further. My Daily Choice, we're a house of brands. We have 10 brands under roof right now. In fact, I just announced today that there's they just combined another travel company, which is going to be tied in with our travel company to make us even better. And so those are the type of things you want to know. You want to be up to date on what's going on. And we have a house of brands with, like I said, 10 companies, more on the way. And what I love about that is the fact that, you have so many companies out there that they have one brand. And if that brand is getting hit really hard for whatever reason, then that company's in trouble. Some of the travel companies that were doing, for instance, one travel company was doing over $1 billion a year, and we ran into the pandemic, and a year later they're bankrupt because that's all they had to deal with. We had a travel company at the time, but it was just one of 10 companies. So our travel company took a hit, but so what? We had other companies to rely on. So that's why I believe that this is a company to stay with forever, because if you don't like one product line, go to another one. If you are bored with what we already have, wait a minute, there's something else new coming down the line. And because our company is debt free and doesn't have to rely on bankers and bankers and financial advisors and things like that might hold them up, we can spin on a dime. Our company can add things. We can look at a company we maybe take on, or a product we take on, and go, oh, we made a mistake. That's not as popular as we thought it was going to be, and walk away from it. We can do whatever we need to do to succeed and to grow, because we don't have to wait around for our local financial supplier to tell us what they think we can do. So when something new, something state of the art, something that's right on the top of everybody's mind is come out that's ready to rock and roll, we can be part of that, be part of it very, very quickly. So again, this is my way of really pounding the fact that our company is a company you want to stay informed with. Okay. Communication is the key. And at this point in time, if you've got a paper and a pen and you're brand new, my personal phone number is the +1 802-343-9075. That's the +1 802-343-9075. You can reach me through that on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Viber, on regular phone call. I ask people, don't necessarily just call me out of the blue, because I'm on the phone constantly. I mean, one day last week, I looked at my record at the end of the day, and I had been on the phone for over 11 hours. So if you just call me out of the clear blue, I may not be able to take it, because I may be talking to someone else. So just reach out to me on a message board, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever, and start chatting with me. And then when you're ready you want to call and want to talk to me live, whether it's on a phone or a Zoom or whatever, we can easily set that up. Okay. So just be aware of that. I don't want you calling me and you hear a busy signal and think I'm ignoring you. It's just I'm on the phone a lot. Also, you can reach out to me on Facebook. My Facebook address, obviously, is facebook.com, dalefranklin.378. That's dalefranklin.378. So if you haven't done that before, reach out and friend me on Facebook, and then you'll be able to message me. Why am I giving you all this information on how to get in contact with me? I don't want you to ever have the excuse that you failed in this business because you didn't have the support. Okay. And the way I give support is when people call me and they ask for different questions that they need answered, I don't just give the answer. I show you where to find the answer. Okay. The old adage on the Bible about if you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day, but you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Well, that's the way I've always believed in business. Okay. So I am going to show you where the information is. So the next time you have that question, or one of your teammates have that question, you're going to know where to go and how to get them that information. Okay. Obviously I do that for another reason. It's really time consuming for me to answer the same questions over and over and over again. So I'd much rather teach people how to find the answers. So that's that. The next thing I want to go to really quick is I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to take you to this website that was created for me. And guys, I'm not giving you this website so that your people need to be branded to me or anything like that. You feel free, anybody that wants to borrow the information that's on this and create it generically, I got no problem with that at all. I just had to have a place where I could bring people to especially my team and anybody that really wanted to learn about certain parts of this business. And this is what we created. Now, when people come to this, if they want to know more about me, to see what my credentials are, they can go to Who is Dale, and it'll tell you a little bit about me and my background. We have an opportunity blog, which kind of shows you a little bit more about what's going on in the market. For instance, right here, it's telling about what's going on today. We have products, and you can click on there. We're adding, and I'll go into this a little more in depth in just a minute, but we are adding different connections you can reach to, so you can learn more about specific products that we sell. But the most important thing, I think, is connections. And let's get that up here. When you go to connections, you can come here and you can subscribe to my email list. We haven't done it yet, but we have full intentions of eventually having a newsletter, a digital newsletter, so we can keep people up to date. Right now, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping people up to date anyway, but again, I reserve this as another way for us to do it. You know, if you want to chat with me on Telegram, you can come here and click. If you haven't got Telegram, you can go over here and click on the application and download Telegram. You can join me on Dale Franklin Network Telegram channel. You can join us on the My Daily Choice latest news. You can join the new fun chat, Telegram chat, all these different places you can go where you can intermingle with other people that are in this business, that are on our teams. And, you know, if you're trying to reach out to me for a question on something and you can't reach me because maybe I'm busy at that point in time, you can always go on these chats and ask questions. And there's people on those 24/7. So you're always going to have access to people who will probably reach out to you in a very short period of time and help you find the answer to your question. Same thing here with WhatsApp. We've recently added to the WhatsApp. We were doing a really good job of getting you connected with people in the United States, but I wanted you to be able to be connected with your fellow teammates in Africa if you wanted that too. So we now have MDC Africa 2.0, which is a great message board. We have special Africa notices. We have my Dale's 90-day sprint team, which we started back in January, and it's a team for people who really want to focus on building your team fast in a 90-day window. Get yourself to the point. Our goal is within 90 days to get you to the point where you're making somewhere between $1,000 and $4,000 a month. Okay, so that's what that's about. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm going to go to that. I'm going to go to that last. I want to just come down here. You can again friend me on Facebook, okay, and message me on Facebook here. You can join a ton of Facebook groups. You know, we have the Win Network for Facebook group. We have the Win Testimonials. We have the Team We have our whole team, large team of fun, the fun team, which is the fun business opportunity, the House of Brands, and the training. So there's, again, I'm not going to go over a lot about what these all are, but every one of them, if you click on them, will become self-explanatory what they are and how they can help you. Then down here, we have our Zoom meetings, which tells you what is going on every day of the week. You can keep track of what's coming up. You have your links to show you where you're going. Where you can go to get on these trainings. The passwords if you need them. Everything is there to help you succeed. Same thing with Tuesdays. You know, we have the Cosmic Beauty Lounge, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Kenya time. We have have an opportunity presentation with Chris Bailey, our 50K affiliate. He does a phenomenal job of giving the presentation. So all you really have to do in this business to get started is invite as many people as possible onto this link and listen to Chris tell what it's all about. And he does that every Tuesday and every Thursday at the same time. So again, makes it very, very easy for you to build this business. You just basically become an inviter. There's more information on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. We talk about our Super Saturdays on one Saturday every month, usually a second Saturday a month. I'll spend a little more time on that in just a minute. I want to go back up here real quick to the YouTube. If you click on YouTube, it'll bring you here. And number one, here's all the videos that we've done over the last 2.5, 3 years. Okay. Every one of those videos has have training. We're doing interviews with people that are already successful in the business. There's training. There's opportunity presentations. There's everything you could think of to make yourself successful. To me, this is kind of a build your own business in a box. Here's everything you ever will need. If you want to fine tune it even more, we go to playlists. You go to playlists and we break it down by, you know, here you got training, you got Spanish subtitles, you got opportunity presentations, you got comp plan, you got French subtitles, you got Ukrainian subtitles, Swahili subtitles, you got the trainings from the Super Saturdays. And the thing we just created recently that I think is very valuable is this here. This is our starter set. This is the 5 videos you need to build your business, okay? If you start off with somebody that you think might be interested in this business, invite them to this 38-minute opportunity presentation. Let them watch that, and they're going to decide where they want to be with this business. Do they want to be an affiliate? Do they want to be a customer? Do they want to, is it something they decide is not for them? Well, you know, in our trainings, one of our trainings we talk about is how to take that 40% that may say they're not interested and ask them in the right way so that they will give you referrals. You know, you don't just ask, hey, who do you know that might want to do this? You tell them what you're looking for. You tell them how you're going to present to them so that the person who's referring them won't be worried about losing a friend. If you do it correctly, every single person who says they're not interested will give you the next person that will be. Okay. So again, there's your opportunity presentation. So you people watch that, they decide they want to become an affiliate. Then bang, you got right here a 33-minute video on relationship mapping, which is going to tell them how to build the business. It's going to tell them how to build their team, how to create teams with people that like each other and already know each other and have an affiliation for each other and want to be a part of work together. Okay. What this does, it creates teams that are cohesive and teams that are long lived. Okay. Because you're working with people you already know and people you enjoy being around. So again, perfect way to get people started as far as how getting their mindset right on how they're going to build. And then everybody wants to know, once they join, they're going to get a free website. Well, how do I use my website? How can I make my website work best for me? And you're going to find that right here in the back office training. Okay, I do a little training here, 49 minutes long. It's going to tell you how to use the front of your website where your customers see, and then also take you to the back office where all the training, all the brochures, everything you need to grow is there. Okay, so we walk you through everything. So I basically help you do some of your homework. Okay, and so you can build. And then people, of course, want to know how to get paid. So here's Chris Bailey once again doing a compensation training, part 1, which is a kind of a overall view of how we make money. And then if you want to go even further, he talks more on part 2 about how to strategically place your people and how to work this so you maximize your profits. So again, these 5 videos, if you use just these 5 videos, you can become super successful in this business. So we wanted you to have a place where you could go if you're brand new and say, just do this, 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 and this, and you're going to be, you're well on your way to being successful. Okay, so let me get out of this. So I again, for those who are new, I hope that brings value to you. And I think we're trying to make things as easy as possible for you to have everything you need to grow. Also, Jody Levanway, who's on here, she posts every day on what's going on tomorrow. So if you're in any of the groups, yeah, I see the heart, Tammy. She does a great job at that. She posts, you know, if there's a meeting coming up with the owner of the company, or there's something coming up to announce a special or whatever. As soon as she knows about it, she puts it out there, and she lets people know about different trainings that are coming up and everything that we need to succeed. So again, you have every day of the week, you know what's coming up that can help you grow. They're still coming in here. So that's that. Next thing, real quickly, we've been working on some stuff. So now if you go to dalefranklin.net/FFX or /sprays, and we're working on the rest of them, you will be able to you'll be able to go into a special section where it's all about all the information you need on the FFX, or all the information you need on the sprays. So you have the full brochure. It tells you about the sprays, about what they do, about how they work, everything you need to know, again, on a specific brand so you can grow. And we're going to have those all for you very soon. Okay, next thing, just again with meetings, we talked about all the meetings that are available, but keep in mind that on top of the meetings that are available and are posted, if you have people that you want us to talk to individually, we'll be glad to schedule those. If you have a top network marketer, okay, who's with another company and looking for a new home, and I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of them out there right now, okay? Through the pandemic, a lot of network marketing companies became very weak financially or disappeared altogether, and their teams are looking for new homes, okay? So if you have a top leader, there's a couple things. You can either set them up so I can meet with them. If they want to talk to somebody maybe higher up the food chain than me, we certainly have that with Chris Robinson, or we can get them in contact with the owner of the company. In fact, if they're making over $100,000 a year in this business, the company will pay to fly them into the corporate office and let them meet the corporate team and get a walk through of what we have, and really kind of wine and dine them, and so they'll be excited about coming to our company. So again, that's all available. So never be afraid to talk to that person who is somebody maybe you think intimidates you a little bit because they're already successful. Excuse me. They're looking for homes too, and I don't care how much people make. They're always spending to the max of their limit, and they're always looking to make more. So just keep that in mind. Last things, the Super Saturday, I mentioned that our Super Saturday will be posting something on that here within the next probably 24 hours. It's our next Super Saturday is September 10th. It's going to be 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 8 p.m. Kenyan time. Guys, if you've never been on a Super Saturday, it's 90 minutes. Got multiple leaders that are giving you 10 to 15 minutes of their time as far as quick, fast-paced information on training. It goes by, I mean, it flies by because it's so interesting. And there's so many different personalities. So if you're listening to one person and maybe that one is just not your cup of tea, the next one is going to fire you up. I mean, so again, you get quite a cross section of people we have, and I'll tell you, all our leaders we have on there are phenomenal. So you want to hit that. Again, it's Saturday, but it's 90 minutes. And I've never had anybody tell me they didn't think they got value from going to a Super Saturday. Last thing I want to bring up for this is, two things. International Convention for the African market. Remember, we're having the International Convention November 3rd through the 5th. If you want to go, and you haven't gotten your visa yet, you want to go apply for your visa, which means you're going to want to reach out to our company and get an invitation letter so that you can have that when you apply for your visa. And the last thing is I want to reiterate the sale we've got going on right now. This is a sale for Kenya, and it's not a corporate sponsored event. It's something that we put together. I know many of you know that Chris Robinson and myself bought all the inventory there when the office was closed down, and we have the ability to have a special that's basically sponsored by us. And so, and I want to be upfront with you guys. There's we're having two sales, and the first one is a BOGO sale, buy one get one free, and that's for all Mantra essential oils, Mantra scents, Hempworks shampoo and conditioner. Okay, and the reason we're having that one is because we're a little overstocked on those products. Okay, so you buy one get one free. Okay, the second sale we've got going is buy one get two free. Okay, and the reason we're doing that is because we have several products over there that are coming close to reaching their expiration date, and so we want to sell them out like any company would. I had somebody recently tell me, I can't sell these because they're getting ready to expire. Well, you wouldn't have this sale if they weren't getting ready to expire. Okay, and a thing about America is we always put a date on stuff that expires way in advance of when it actually will not be effective. Okay, so by you buying one and getting two free, use this as a way to sell at a reduced price and get people used to our products on this great deal. And then when the deal's up, they're going to come back and they're going to buy at regular price. Okay, as our products fully expire, like this is the last month for peak. Once it fully expires at the end of the month, we will take this off the sale and it will not be sold again. But anybody that buys it now and they carry it on and use it over the next 2 or 3 months, three or 4 months even, I have absolutely no doubt it's going to be effective. I've used products that have expired many times myself and gotten the same result that I always got. But again, if it wasn't for the fact that they were close to expiration date, we wouldn't be selling them at these reduced prices. So take advantage of it, use it to give people a chance to explore what we have to offer. Caveats to it, it's existing inventory only, it's while supplies last, and there is no returns. Okay, so if you buy it, you own it. Okay, and again, I had somebody that was really she was almost upset. She says, well, these are getting ready to expire, and I said, if you don't want to buy them, don't buy them, but this deal is an extremely good deal for you to get people out there and get people used to your products at an incredible price. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now we get to the great part today. We're going to get to our speaker. Tammy Lynn Yarbrough has been on this call. This will be her third time, I think. And every time she comes on, I get messages afterwards from a bunch of you guys saying, wow, we loved her. We loved her energy. We loved her, how straightforward she was, how she told it to us, told us the real truth. And without a lot of hype, and they just love you. I mean, so I'm so excited to have you back.
Thank you. Excited to be back.
So Tammy's she's a expansion leader. She has an incredible backstory, which I hope she mentions a little bit here. She has an amazing process she gives for her team when she's training them into how to explore the market, how to expand in this market. She's always innovating. She's always creating new ways to help her team to succeed, and she's got that I envy her because she has that social media thing down. I don't think what I do even qualifies as scratching the surface. I'm just trying to stay alive, but
you got this.
She does a great job. So Tammy, are you there?
I am here, and I thank you so much, Dale. I absolutely love joining your Monday calls. Always a lot of fun, energy, and I love sharing. And I'm just a little quick backstory on me. My name is Tammy Yarbrough. I'm living in, I always say a one light town, but we actually have two. Okay. So I was going through town one day and I'm like, we've got two lights. It was like, not that it makes it that much difference, but
you started a party after that, right?
Right. So I live in this little two light town with my amazing husband. I am a grandma of 9. I just hit 52 in June. And I got to tell you, I feel better now than I did in my 20s. And that all has to do with these products. Guys, I led a very difficult, traumatic childhood. And I've been able to come forward. I've literally been on my own since I was 15, and a lot of mental well-being issues. I'm going to be very compliant so we don't get in trouble. But I had a lot of issues. I suffered with the same thing that war veterans suffer with. And when I came forward with this company, it was because of the tinctures. And I have to tell you, these tinctures literally eliminated 12 things I was taking orally a day. Okay. So when people say, I don't know if I can afford it, think of 12 of those things with a $25 copay that I had to refill every month. So $25 times 12. So yes, I can afford the CBD. If I had to give up, I would not give up my coffee, but there are things that I would give up in order to have this because I know what it did for me. It not only changed my life, it saved my life. And so that's why I absolutely love this company. The product brought me here. My results in this amazing company and our community is what kept me here. And that's what I got to share with you guys. And Dale, it's amazing that we are so like-minded. I'm listening to you talk in the beginning and it's totally intertwining with what I wanted to talk about today. It's not going to be a whole one series on one thing. I'm going to go over some things that has helped me that will help you as far as growing in this business, being successful, and having these people to reach out to, this community that has helped so many people. There's 3 things that are highly important when you're getting into a network marketing business. Number 1 is finding a company that is thriving. And as Dale stated, my daily choice is debt-free. And it's been debt free since I started, and I've been with this company 4 years now. So it's been amazing. It's continuously growing. Number two is product. To have a good product that people need, right? People need, and one that is healthy, one that you know what is in it. And we not only have one product, we have 10 freaking brands. We have 10 brands. So you're able to pick from whatever or do them all, whatever, works best for you. And the number three thing is the comp plan. And I'm going to tell you, I did two other businesses. This is like nothing I've ever seen. And it just keeps getting better. It just keeps expanding. We have amazing, amazing leaders. The thing is, what I learned is learn from those that are doing and have what you want, right? Dale is doing and has what I want. Chris Robinson is doing and has what I want, right? So those are the people I'm following. Those are the people I'm listening to those trainings. That's why I show up at every Monday night call. That's why I'm here on Dale's calls. That's why I follow corporate training, because I know what I want. And these people are succeeding in it. They're doing something that is very duplicatable and easy to do. So the first thing I had to learn was my why, right? The Vegas Goss. I absolutely love him. And you can tell how many meetings I've attended by the words that I come up with and the people that I've talked to. When he explained why, it was what hurts you. Your why is what is supposed to motivate and bring you here, right? So what hurts you? I'm going to tell you what hurt me was that 9-to-5 mindset. That's what hurt me. That's what I needed to get out of. I wanted more. I wanted more for my life. I wanted more for my children and my grandchildren. I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. I started working at 9 years old, illegally, but I've been working since 9 years old. I've been on my own since 15. I had to drop out of high school because I had to work full time to support myself. And so I didn't go back and graduate with my high school diploma until my kids were 2 and 3. And they actually walked across the stage and handed me my diploma. And to this day, that just gives me goosebumps. I didn't get my college degree until my 20s. Okay. And I was in that mindset that the only way to survive was to go to school and work the rest of my life for somebody else. That's what hurt me. That's what I didn't want. I was tired of working for somebody else. I was tired of my finances being in the hole. I was tired of not having that time with my family, my kids, my grandkids. I was tired of the toxic environment I worked in. I was tired of paying my bills by shut off and not being able to pay my bills in full. I wanted something that I could align my goals and my passions together. My goals was to be and have what Dale and Chris Robinson have and are, right? I want that success. I want to be able to help that many people. And that was my passion, is helping other people. So you need to know your why, and that why needs to reach right here. Because when I shared those things with you guys, I get goosebumps to this day. And it's been 4 years that I've been with this company. And I still get goosebumps when I speak my why. I have my dream board, and I can tell you right now, I've already got things marked off on it. I need to update that baby. So that was the one thing that I felt was very important to share with you guys, is just reaching in deep. What hurt you? Because that's what's going to give you that motivation and that drive to keep going. When you're feeling like not being consistent, when you're feeling like you don't have time, when you're feeling like something else is more important, that what hurts you is what's going to motivate you and keep you consistent with what you're doing. And the other thing is the mindset. What mindset do you have? What are you speaking to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying this is too hard? Are you saying I'm afraid? Are you saying I can't do this? Well, stop it. Stop it, because you can do anything you put your mind to. Use the I ams. I am motivated. I am inspiring. I am able to help other people, whether it's financially, health-wise, whatever it is. You need to keep that positivity in your mind, in your thoughts. You don't need to worry about what other people think about what you're doing. Are they paying your bills? Is those negative people paying my bills? Are those negative people with me when I took my grandkids and bought them new school clothes yesterday? No. MDC, my motivation and my inspiration, is what made me able. Do you know how many years that I sat and watched my kids struggle? Because they're working that 9-to-5 mindset. because they're not where I am yet. They will be, I promise you. But I watched my kids struggle and I was unable to help them. And that broke my heart because I know that struggle because I was there. I don't want that for my kids and my grandkids. And to be able to go out now and help them was so powerful to me. These are things that keeps me going. These are things that keeps me motivated. So I want you to think deep in your head. What is going to motivate you? What is your why? What is hurting you? What is going to keep that mindset right? And I speak it to myself every day, guys. Everybody's like, oh, you're always so positive. Yeah, but do you know how many negatives come in my mind at times? And every time it does, I replace it with 3 positives. Every time something comes in my head that it's like, nobody's listening to me. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Am I saying the right thing? Then I come back with 3 positives. You know what? I'm giving it 100%. I'm helping people. I'm helping people change their lives. And I just keep putting positives in. Every time a negative comes, positive. And it doesn't even have to do with my business. It has to do with my life in general. And when you learn to replace those negatives with positives, replace those negatives with the blessings you have in your life. Because guess what? I see a bunch of eyeballs looking back at me right now. You know what that means? That means you woke up this morning. That's a blessing. You woke up this morning. There's so many things that we have to be blessed about, and you just need to remember those. And the thing is being consistent, guys. I hear so many people say, nobody sees my posts. Nobody likes my posts. Nobody comments on my posts. How many people's posts are you commenting on? How many people are you reaching out and saying, oh my goodness, I just saw your granddaughter's picture or your son's picture. It was absolutely adorable. How many people are you reaching out to and saying, I hope you have a blessed day today? How many likes on your posts? They have nothing to do with your product or business, but you get likes on your posts. Say you've got 20 likes. How many of those people are you reaching out and thanking for commenting on that post or for liking that post, telling them how much you appreciate them? Because I can promise you, when you start engaging with them, when you start appreciating people and telling them how much you appreciate them, you love them, you're guided by them, you're inspired by them, you're going to start seeing more things on your post. There are so many people that comment on my posts that never asked me about my business. I had talked to them, but they never were interested, that are now asking me. Guys, I've been here 4 years. I've been here 4 years and I'm still getting new people. Okay. So that is something that is, when you're looking at that, you need to look at yourself. We're just going to be real. You can't just go out there and post and sit back and say, okay, I got my product post for the day. Where's my friends? Where's my family? I'm going to tell you what, my family is not the ones that's commenting on my posts. My best friends are not the ones that's commenting on my posts. It's the people I'm inspiring. It's the people I'm helping. It's the people I'm motivating. So that is key, is just keeping yourself engaged, getting those engagement posts. Michelle Powers is on this Zoom right now. There is a push every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's early enough that our international team can hop on too. And it's teaching you social media. It's teaching you how to get more friends, how to get more engagement, and how to start reaching out and talking to people. And I pulled something of one of our team pages, and because we're talking right now about people not commenting on our posts. And it sometimes takes people 20 times to see anything about what you post is interesting. First time people look at your post, they don't even see it. They just scroll by it, right? Your post is there. They're like, there she goes again. Second time, they don't notice it. Third time, they're aware it's there, but they scroll by. Fourth time, they have a little sense that they've seen that somewhere before. Man, this is kind of looking familiar. I think Tammy's posted something about that before. The fifth time, they actually read it. The sixth time, they're like, Seventh time, get a little irritated. Oh, there she is again. Eighth time, now they're seeing it again. Now they're saying, oh my goodness, there's got to be something about this stuff, because this girl keeps posting about this and people keep commenting on this. So they're starting to get piqued. But think about that. 20 times that they see one of your posts before they're actually going to engage and comment. So if you're not consistent, if you only do a couple posts, maybe a post a week, a post a month, and I'm not talking all product and business, guys, not talking all product and business. I'm talking everything, because everything you're doing, people are watching. People are watching you on social media. And I know not all of us are running social media. Not everybody is big on social media, but I think we need to have another training on that, Dale. But anyway, so getting at that. So that is one of the things that is key for me, is making sure I'm staying consistent. I could have been, oh, we're in COVID. Nobody's going to do it. I'm not going to post. I'm going to kick back. No, I want to be that light that kept people from feeling like they were drowning in their mindset. People that were stuck at home that only saw negative. And let me tell you, I had to do Zoom schooling with my grandkids, and it was not fun. It was not fun. If I didn't have this community, I probably would have been doing a little drinking at the end of every day. But I kept active and kept reaching out to people. Hey, you know, some of my people, I might call them mama, or I might call them best friend. It's like, hey mama, how are you doing today? I know it's been tough. Reach out. You're going to see more into you. Time management. This is key. When I started this opportunity, I was working a 50 to 60 plus hour a week, work week, sometimes more. I was in accounting. So my hours were different month end, the beginning of the new month. It just depended if we had a big project. And I worked this opportunity in the amount of time I had, in the pockets of time I had. But here's the thing. I looked at it in the beginning as time management. Okay. When you're working from home, time management is unheard of. Time management is unreachable, because I can say I'm going to set aside from 12 to 1 and I'm just going to work my business. And that's all I'm going to do. Well, guess what? If my husband calls me at 12:30 and says, babe, I just blew a tire, blah, 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 or all of a sudden I have a grandkid in the emergency room, what happened to my 1 hour? It's gone, right? I don't have it. Or I sit here, if you guys are like me, I'm going to be real. I'll sit here to start working on my business. I'm like, man, I didn't throw laundry in. Oh, I got to lay this out. I should have did this. I should have did that. I never called my dad today. And so like, I wasn't staying on task. What helped me is I went from time management to activity driven. Okay. How many people do you want to reach out to today? If I can say I want to reach out to 5 people, it's more attainable than trying to fit everything in an hour or fit everything in a half hour. So then I know I'm activity focused. All right. I'm going to reach out to 5 people. I'm going to reach out to 2 people. I'm going to reach out to 20 people. So I set that goal in a day. So if I set my goal for 20 people in a day and I start in the morning and I reach out to 5 people and I have to run and do something, I'm not down on myself, because you know what? I still got the rest of the day. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do this. And I mark little slots, right? Every time I talk to somebody, and when I hit my 5, I put the little line through it. And I do that. And it's a visual for me, and it keeps me driven, because it's almost like FOMO. At the end of the day, it's like, oh my goodness, I want to reach out to 4 more people. So that's what I'm going to do. So I found that doing that and having, with all the things going on in a day, be activity driven, see where you want to be, what you want to reach, what is going to make you feel like you've had a successful day. That's what you want to achieve, and that's what you want to work for. Don't be a slave to your schedule. You want to be the master of your schedule. You want to own that schedule, because it's what you want it to be. It's what you want to make it. And you're going to find yourself like me. I went from reaching out to 5 people a day to 20, because through doing it, I started feeling better about myself doing it. I started feeling more comfortable doing it. I was having better conversations. Practice makes perfect. The last thing I'm going to say is, I know social media is the way I grew 98% of my business, just through doing social media and reaching out to people. But guys, we have a duplicatable system that is working. It is working for leaders. It is working for people all throughout our huge community we have there. And that is, number 1, we call it the 23, 24, 25. Number 1, you want to get people to that video. So when you're doing the activities, you want to get people to that opportunity video. That's what you want to work towards. You want to reach out to them. You know, hey, Dale, if I send you a quick video, when you're 23, I think, did you say yours was 23, something like that? But if I say,
I had myself muted because of the background noise. That's exactly right.
Okay, so I can say, hey, if I can send you this 23-minute video, when could you watch it? So Vicky's going to be like, hey, in about an hour, I'm going to be able to do that. Great. I'm going to check back with you in an hour and a half. And so I'm going to message Vicky. I'm going to say, hey, Vicky, what did you think of that video? Not what you think. Hey, Vicky, what did you love the best about that video? And Vicky's going to say, oh my goodness, I love those products. And I'm going to say, me too. Or Vicky's going to say, I love that compensation plan. And I'm going to say, me too. Whatever it is, because I love everything about MDC. But then you're going to get them on the phone. You're going to get them on with a Dale on a 3-way. You're going to get them on the phone with a Chris Robinson on a 3-way. Let me get you on the phone with my expert, because you have got to hear this. It gets even better. And for me, I'll tell him, I'm like, you already know me. I get diarrhea at the mouth and I start rambling. I want you to hear some constructive information. It's going to be in a couple minutes and it's going to be mind blowing. I'm going to get them in there. The 24 is just getting your list. That's the next thing you want to do. You want to get them to that video. You want to get them with your expert. They're signing up with you. And then you want to get them working on that list. Build that first 24 in the first 24 hours. And then once they get that, you're going to start working with them to schedule their launch party. And guys, listen, I'm saying get them. Have you did it before? Have you did it yourself? Because I'm going to tell you, the next part was talking about scheduling the launch party. The last part is hosting your own launch party and being coachable and increasing your list. So everybody looks at a launch party. Well, I did one at the beginning of my business. Guess what? We've got 10 brands. You can launch a new brand every launch party. You can launch My Daily Choice sprays this month, or next week, whatever you want to do, however you're able to do it. You can launch FFX. You can launch Body Melt. You can launch the HempWorks line. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless with this company. Dale has guided you, has laid everything out for you in such a simple form that's easy to follow. All you got to do is go for it. Just remember to stay motivated, stay positive, because guys, the energy is what attracts people to you. The positivity is what attracts people to you. People that never, ever comment on my stuff, if it's reached out to me and said, girl, you know what? Your positivity today seriously lifted me up. It seriously helped me out of a dark spot. You never know who you might be helping. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Don't be afraid to be a friend. You're not a salesperson. You're a friend, and you're a guider of bringing people to these amazing tools that we have. So I thank you guys. I always love coming on here. Thank you very much. And you guys have an amazing day. Love ya.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Some of the stuff you said today that just caught me, like, activity focused. I love that. I love that. We have a tendency to cut out a piece of time and every day. And if that gets lost because of something, all of a sudden we're in, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And next thing you know, you've been in the business for 6 months and you haven't done anything, right? Activity focused. I love that. Set a goal for, and I think I've instinctively done that my whole life, but I didn't realize what I was doing. And it helped me immensely. That when I get up in the morning, I'm going to do this before I go to sleep at night. And if I don't get to it until after supper, well, I still do it before I go to bed. And so the beautiful thing about it is the way you're doing it. You can start it in the morning and just do bits and pieces until you can check off the 20 or whatever it is you chose. Talking about mindset, we have to acknowledge to ourselves that most of us have what I call an employee mentality. Okay. We have been brainwashed in a sense to feel that we have to do things a certain way because that's the way our bosses wanted us to do. Well, you're now your own boss. Okay. So you got to make sure that things get done. There's not going to be somebody that's going to come in and say, hey, did you do this, this, and this today? You've got to be that for yourself. You've got to be aware that you are your boss. You are your own destiny. And one of the things you talked about as far as reaching out to people every day, and people have heard me say this before, but every day I go on, I look and see who's had a birthday, and I write to them. I don't just click on their message board or something like that. I actually go in the messenger and I take each one of them and individually wish them a happy birthday. And you would not believe the amount of people that reach back out to me, and the people that don't know me, maybe we just friended each other, that you can tell from the way they're responding. They went into my Facebook post, got to know me a little bit, decided whether or not they really, wanted to meet me, and then reach out to, and the conversation gets started over a happy birthday.
Especially people that have ghosted you. I don't know how many people have ghosted me, and I get in there and wish them happy birthday. And next thing you know, we've got conversations. The next thing you know, they're asking me again about the products or the businesses, bringing that conversation up in a friendly manner without being salesy.
Exactly. And guys, that I'm glad you said that, because when people start engaging with you, don't make the mistake of going right for the sale. What's wrong with making a friend? Even if it turns out that they're not interested in what we're doing, what's wrong with having a friend halfway around the world? So engage with them, get to know their family. I always start off by, are you married? How many kids? How old are your kids? Tell me a little bit more about yourself. People love talking about themselves, and and even more than talking about themselves, they love talking about their family. So if you get them engaged, talking about their children, their grandchildren, things like that, and then you start telling them about yours, and the next thing you know, you're talking like a pair of old friends. And then somewhere along the way, at that point in time, I always ask them, what do they do? I don't tell them what I do. I ask them, what do they do? And they tell me, and then normally the rebuttal is, well, what do you do? Okay. It's a huge difference, guys, when they're asking you what you're doing rather than you trying to feed it to them. Okay. So again, everything she said was fantastic today. Tammy, incredible. You talk about children and grandchildren. We are truly in a company where we can build a legacy for our children and our grandchildren. Even if you don't have grandchildren yet unborn, you are building you're building a legacy for them. Okay. I often tell people, think about 50 years from now when I'm long gone. I may have a grandchild or great grandchild who will be sitting there talking about how their grandfather, great grandfather is so glad that he spent the time he spent to create what he did so that we could benefit from it. Okay, because this can help for years and years to come, and for generations to come, and especially for everybody here that's from the African market. I mean, I've heard story after story after story about what you make, and we can so easily double, triple, quadruple that or more. Okay, we can make such a change for you, your family, and your community in a very short period of time. So, and last thing I want to talk about that you kind of alluded to is you were talking about see yourself successful. Okay, there are the energy sappers out there. Okay, I'm amazed at how many people will be excited about getting into a business like this, and they are all fired up. And then 2 days later, they're at a family get together, and their brother-in-law says, "Oh, that's a pyramid scheme. That's and he goes on and on and on, and it sucks the energy right out of you." Well, my response to that is, okay, is your brother-in-law successful? Is your brother-in-law somebody you'd want to replicate? Is your brother-in-law somebody you even really care about? Okay, don't listen to broke people telling you that you can't do something. Okay, if you're going to listen to somebody who's already made a success in something and run it by them. And I'll tell you, the average person who's been successful will tell you that network marketing is a valuable way of building business. And many of them will tell you, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, and I had to start over, network marketing is certainly a way I would try to do it. You'll be amazed at how many business people or successful people will tell you that. So having said all that, just going through my notes here, I got a couple more real quick things to go over. This coming Monday for my international market, this coming Monday is in the United States is Labor Day, which is one of our big 6 holidays. So I won't be having a call next Monday. But I'll be starting up again the following Monday. Another thing I want to address is Allison Mesa just here asked about, she said she went on and looked at some of the sprays, and it said it showed they were out of stock, or maybe they didn't come up in the sales list. Like Peak right now, if you pull up Kenya, and pull up peak, because it's so close to expiration, it won't show an inventory. Okay, that doesn't mean you can't get a hold of Elizabeth Gathua and order it through her and buy it from her and get the, buy one get two free. So again, as of the end of this month, the peak will be, we will drop the peak off. There's a few other products that will be coming up for expiration the following month, so we have the whole month to work with them, and a few the following month after that. So again, we as they actually expire, we will drop them off the sale until they expire, because we feel comfortable in the fact that the expiration date is not the end of their ability to work. We're going to continue that sale on this is for the Kenyan market. Okay. So if you don't, again, Alice, if you don't see a spray that is on sale, and you don't see it in the back office to order it, just call Elizabeth and she can make arrangements to get them for you. Okay. I think that was, let me just go down real quick and look and see if there was any other. I love the fact here, people talking about Tammy, talking about how powerful you are, how a self-aware leader, always amazing. I told you, they love you. They love you. And you come across so real, so genuine. And I think that's what makes you such a great speaker. So we're at just a little past the hour. I'd like to keep this to under an hour. I want to thank everybody for being on here. Once again, we won't be on next Monday, but we'll be resuming again the Monday after. I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks. Remember, I have no ulterior motive to this business. I want to see you all succeed. I love every one of you. Do I benefit from your success? Of course I do. But the beautiful thing about this business is, for me to succeed, I need to have you succeed, and I want you to succeed. That's the whole thing behind my background. Anybody who knows me very well knows that I'm in a financial situation where I don't need to work anymore. I'm financially free already. This gives me a chance to give back to the universe for my good fortune. And I can't wait to see many of you at convention over the next couple of years. And when you walk across that stage and make big ranks, I'll guarantee you there's one thing will happen. When you walk off that stage, I'll be standing there waiting to give you a hug. There'll probably be tears running down my face because I'll be so proud of you. Again, I have no ulterior motive. So guys, I love you. I want you to succeed. Get out there and do it. We've made it so easy for you to do it. Just use the resources we've given you. Invite, and you will succeed. Have a great week.